Hello, welcome to Pokemon Horizons episode 20 review. And this is a really good one. Of course, we have Roy pursuing Kabu to the gym to seek out information regarding Rayquaza, but we get to have both kids be involved in a training session that comes out of this, as Kabu intends to test Roy's resolve. First of all, we have to go through a gym test, which is pretty fun. As Kabu puts it, they've got to refine their basic moves to be able to grow even further. So Leafage and Ember are going to be used for training to put out some either Litwick flames or light them, and it's a competition between the two trainers. It's pretty cool to see Liko come up with different ways to ensure they can actually take out the flames. If it's bigger leafages, sharper, more focused ones, he's pretty good at dealing with this actually. Liko does take the lead in points, and Fuecoco gets tired out trying to catch up. And while they take a break, Roy's kind of bummed out, and Roy kind of learns not to just be shooting blindly, and he uses his song tactic to hit moves a lot better. One thing I'm not sure about is something that the training episode does bring up, is that Liko seems to throw the match after seeing how Roy and Fuecoco are doing. This is something this episode does address, but I feel like it doesn't feel consistent with things we've seen before. Like when Roy and Liko battled before and she won. She didn't throw the fight to preserve his feelings there, so I don't know why she's doing it here. We also get to see Kabu take on Roy, while his gym trainer Wakaba will take on Liko. I haven't actually mentioned her, but Wakaba is a wonderful little side character. Of course she's someone more experienced than Liko and Roy, but she's not quite at Kabu's level. She's just got a great personality too, and you can tell she's got a lot of passion. Anyway, to the battle itself, it's pretty neat how powerful Centiskorch seemed off the bat. It can't be hit by fire because of Flash Fire, and Leaf is just nothing to it. So Luke and Roy team up, but being blinded by Leafage means nothing, as Kabu is so in sync with his partner, they just blow back Fuecoco and Sprigatito with a flamethrower. Liko looks lost in the face of this, and while Roy starts singing to amp up Fuecoco, I actually love the way that Roy gets reflected into Fuecoco's eyes, which motivates him to get up as Roy commands an Ember. It becomes a flamethrower. Being a trainer to master basic moves has paid off, even though it collides flamethrowers with Centiskorch and gets taken out. It's up to Wakaba to fight Liko, and after a little back and forth where Liko applies her basic training, Wakaba says she has to win to become a proper gym trainer, and Liko just surrenders to battle and uses the excuse of Sprigatito being tired. Kabu brings us up that she hesitated in training with Roy too, to respect the feelings of Roy, and now she's doing it with Wakaba. And being kind like that may not have a place on the battlefield. Again, I don't necessarily like this plot point, as it feels like a new development in what Liko is like. She's beat Roy in battle before, I don't get why now it's different. Kabu gives the two his blessing and say they'll become fine trainers, and tells him that he saw the Rostrani Rayquaza as it went to the west of Galar, towards the Galar mine. And at the end of the night, Liko remembers that Kabu told her that winning a battle isn't the only path to becoming a trainer, and she can find her own path. So yeah, all in all, this is a pretty great episode. I definitely had bits I wasn't fond of, mainly in how Liko was presented, but he got one of my absolute favourite gym leaders to make his debut and provide some solid training for Liko and Roy. Of course, Roy feels like he got some more immediate growth out of it, as Ember turned into Flamethrower. But even Liko got better in terms of how to fire off Leafage, being able to identify when she needs sharper or bigger attacks. That's pretty neat. I can see your move becoming Magical Leaf or something. Kabu was along the way to debut for me, and he delivered in just about every way, guiding the next generation, preparing them for what's to come. And clearly that's something he does in general, as before he even met the kids, he had Wakaba in training to become a gym trainer. It's really great stuff and elevated the episode a lot.